Hello everyone and welcome back. This is episode number 6 of the Amber Army YouTube Football Manager 2017 experiment. Newport County Russian takeover, and Newport County with their Russian takeover and their millions are still doing very poorly indeed. Nowhere near relegation really. I don't think that's ever really going to be a worry, but certainly nowhere near close enough to promotion. The baffling thing is, they were closer to promotion with the team they started with than the one that they've accumulated. Well, they've acquired now. Okay, so I said about them getting rid of Tony Mowbray. They have done that. They have done that. So managers. So Michael Flynn was sacked on the 4th of the 11th, 2017. Wayne Hatswell was in charge until the 22nd when Tony Mowbray came in. David Flitcroft has joined the club as a caretaker manager. I don't know why you would join the club as a caretaker, but I was very critical of Tony Mowbray's tactics. I don't know whether David Flitcroft is going to be taken on permanently or not. But what are his tactics? Now we're talking a little bit more attacking, but the only thing is he's still playing 2 defensive midfielders and only 1 sort of creative midfielder. If you want to attack in this division, you need at least 2 midfielders in a central position trying to penetrate that box. I know, that's saying it wrong. But anyway, it's now the 2nd of Feb. Surely they've spent the money that they need to try and push for a playoff place in a last-ditch attempt. No. Good God, they got so much money. Why are they not spending it? Aaron Lewis is back. I'm sure that's the one who I got confused with earlier. Yeah, he's back on loan. So fair enough. Luke Amos is a defensive midfield. Why defensive midfielders? I mean, looking at this, David Flitcroft isn't going to be the right man. You need somebody with a set of balls who's actually going to try and attack. So Luke Amos, Greg Doherty is a central box-to-box midfielder. We need an attacking midfielder. Greg Doherty has spent time at Swansea, hasn't made any appearances yet, but he was at Hamilton playing in the Ladbrokes Premiership and Championship. So we are talking someone with a bit of pedigree now that they've got on loan, and he did get a 7.2 in his first game. So maybe he's one step in the right direction, but they need to be making better steps. Tony Mowbray's defensive tactics weren't right for a team pushing League 2 promotion. David Flitcroft's tactics are slightly more attacking, but I still think they're not right. He needs to push 1 midfielder up and only use the 1 defensive midfielder. I got the perfect tactics that would work for Newport County, but like I say, I'm not interfering with this. I can't interfere with it in real life. I'm not interfering with it now. Playing Frank Newell as a winger, he does okay as a winger for us, so I can accept that one. Like I say, there's some good players at this club now. There's some players that could get this club promoted. I just hope that if they either take Flitcroft on or whether they bring in somebody else. See, he's only a caretaker right now. I mean, if you look at the schedule, so FA Cup round 2, they lost at home to Shrewsbury and then went on a really, really bad run. When was it Mowbray lost his job? He lost his job, so that would have been on the day of the Cambridge loss. So he went on a winless run and that lost him his job. Gateshead away, a win 2-1 under Flitcroft. Have a little look at this now, just to see the sort of team he played. So they won 2-1. The match stats were quite considerably in Newport's favour. The player ratings, you can see, they did well, didn't they? So let's hope this is the dawn of a new era. say the money's there, everything is there. They got everything they need to push up the leagues. They just need the right man in charge. I don't think David Flitcroft is going to be, but I hope I'm proven wrong. So, nothing left now but to see how this season plays out. Will Flitcroft be taken on full time? Will they bring somebody else in? Will they make a late dash for the playoffs? We'll soon find out. I'll take you right there. Okay then guys, so we're at the conclusion of this current season. As you see, Newport County finished 15th. I mean, as much as Newport County fans are happy with mid-table mediocrity at the moment, because we just want to establish ourselves in League 2, when you got the money off the Russians like what they've got in this game, you want them to push up the leagues, and they finished in the playoffs and didn't go up, and since then they've been in mid-table mediocrity, and they got the money to do an awful lot better than that. So we're going to have a little look. David Flitcroft was the assistant manager in the end to Phil Parkinson. So the club say goodbye to Wayne Hatswell, unfortunately. But Phil Parkinson is a really, really big appointment. Let's have a little look at what sort of tactics Phil Parkinson plays. Oh my God, are you kidding me? So telling me that Phil Parkinson has come in and he's playing the exact same tactics as Tony Mowbray. No wonder they didn't do any better than 15th. Good God. Let's hope he has a change of heart on this, because, I mean, no transfers. Well, it's 31st, isn't it? No, absolutely god awful. I mean, what the hell is he playing? What the hell are they playing at? They got to make the next appointment right. I mean, it was quite inevitable that Tony Mowbray wasn't going to keep his job, but you had to make the next appointment right. But mind you, those tactics may be based on the squad that he had at hand, and obviously no time to change things, because it was early February when David Flitcroft was caretaker manager. I mean, keeping him on is a good call, but David Flitcroft is a manager, so having him as an assistant is quite cool, really. You know, but then is Phil Parkinson going to be the right man? Let's hope that he has a change of heart on his tactics. I mean, we look at the average rating of the squad, and you see the goalkeeper hasn't had a great season, but the defensive midfielders have. I mean, all of their midfielders are all defensive-minded. I mean, Matt Dolan is a quarterback midfielder, you know, a deep-lying playmaker. You got, I mean, Cool can't even get in the team on a proper basis here, and he's possibly the best midfielder that they've got. I mean, the whole thing just doesn't make any real sense to me. But at the end of the day, like I say, we got no control over this. We have absolutely none. So, Sky Bet League 2, Exeter up, Southend up, Blackpool up, Shrewsbury up, Stevenage down with Gateshead. Gateshead narrowly survived, but they go back down to the National League. Let's have a look. Vanarama, National League. Tranmere are finally making their way back with Dagenham and Redbridge. And in Sky Bet League 1, coming down is Port Vale, Plymouth, Peterborough and Colchester. So Peterborough, you can tell they've had a bad season, because Newport County were able to beat them 3-0 at the beginning of the year. Not the way Peterborough would have wanted to go. Darren McAnthony wouldn't have wanted this. So let's go back to League 2. So do any Newport County players stand out? That's the one thing we said from day one, is that they didn't really have standout players. So the kind of strikers that were going to be in amongst these types of scorers, the types of midfielders that were going to be in amongst these kind of assists, or the type of goalkeepers, or the goalkeeper that was going to have the clean sheets up in here. So I think they have got a bit of an overhaul job to go through. Phil Parkinson, he's going to get his dip in the transfer market now. So we have to wait and see, basically, then, guys. So Parkinson is going to be the right choice. This is their third manager now. Well, for third full-time manager. Third time lucky, maybe. This was their third full season. So, well, I don't know. I can't see a massive improvement, to be honest with you. Maybe playoffs next year, but automatic promotion, I think, is a big no-no. Oh, this game continues to baffle me. They got all that money, they're not spending it properly. They spent a bit, but not enough. That's the key. Spend the money on the right players, play the right formation, an attacking formation with an attacking-minded team, with players who will score you goals, proper players who will score many goals, proper players that are going to get on these leaderboards that I'm showing you here, and they'll stand a chance. And then if these players are young enough, with enough potential, they'll have the spine of a team that will climb. It's not an overhaul job every season then to get up the leagues. So, a lot to be unfolded, a lot more to see, a lot more players to come in, a lot more games to be played, a lot more time before we get into the Premier League. We set the 10-year plan, 3 years are gone and absolutely no improvement. Something needs to change. So we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until the next time, until the start of the new season, it's cheerio for now. Thank you very much.